Alright, what is up guys? I'm Honor6, and this is going to be a new league I'm joining. This is the Krash. It's run by my friends Crypto and Bash. Real creative on the names, guys. Um, and we just got finished with the draft, and this is my team, and we're going to break it down. First of all, I'm going to shout out Tsumami for helping us out with the slides, because I'm way too lazy and he makes great slides. Alright, so first of all, a little bit about the league. It's a point draft. You need to have 11 to 9 mons, and you have to first turn Mega when you have your Mega Mon, and Mega Mon is required. Um, you have to draft a Z Crystal, and they all have different points value to them, and then anyone on your team can use that Z Crystal. It's not you pick a Z Mon, so you have a specific Z Crystal, and you can use it. And then you had to also draft a quote-unquote meme pick, just a mon that costs 1 to 2 points. And we had 105 points to start out with. So, let's jump into it. Oh, and I'll start off first saying, in honor of one of my favorite game series, having its new game come out in 2 weeks, Monster Hunter, all my Pokemon are going to have Monster Hunter themed nicknames this season for this league. Alright, so first, with our first pick, we had the 9th draft pick. I was surprised this fell this far, but we got Jirachi. And this is going to be the hunter. He's spearheading the charge against everything else. And yeah, he's Jirachi. Very super versatile. I wanted to go with it first because it's like if your next biggest pick got sniped, it's easy to readjust and make a new team just based off Jirachi because it can do so many things. It wish passes, it's a special attacker, it's a physical attacker, it's Hack's God, it's defensive, it's bulky, it can AV. Yeah, it just does so much. It's got Drain Punch, which is super cool on an AV set. It's hard to go wrong with Jirachi as your first mon. Literally, if anything then gets sniped, it's super easy to readjust and be like, okay, I'm going this way now. Luckily, only got sniped 1 or 2 times, and I still liked how the team turned out in the end, so we're gonna be okay. Alright, then next, we drafted Zapdos. He's going to be nicknamed Astalos this season. Again, another super easy mon to build around. It can go physical, it can go special. It's a great wall. It's pretty fast for a wall. It's just does a lot of things really, really well. And it was something again, from the very beginning when I made my initial draft plan, I was like, okay, Jirachi, Zapdos. Those are 2 super easy mons to build around. And we're going to go from there. Alright, and then the next one, this is where my first time came in. I forget what my original plan was, but this was where I had to take a change, and I was like, okay, we're going to go in this direction now. And I went with Tyranitar, the Sand Setter. He also does, I think it's a nerve to stop berries. If anyone has a really berry-reliant strategy, like if someone's a belly drum on, switch this in on the turn they belly drum so they don't get their health back for their Figgy or whatever. He's gonna be nicknamed Devil Joe. It's big dinosaurs, big T-Rex. Again, a really great mon. At 61, Scarf gets over 115, I believe. It might be 120. He's a great attacker. He can actually go special if you really want him to. It probably won't happen this season, but whatever. Real bulky, just a great mon to build around. He's good wall breaker to get in there. It's fast enough that it's going to outspeed all the major walls, but it also at the same time isn't so fast that if I want to operate in Trick Room with it, I think Jirachi can set Trick Room. Yeah, I can do that if I want to. Plus, he'll get also the Spadef boost from Sand when he sets his own Sand, so that'll be nice. And then next, another wall breaker. We went with Rajang, the Darmanitan, with his Sheer Force. Super great mon. Wanted another really good wall breaker. That's something my draft's been lacking as of late. It's been a lot of sweepers, not a whole lot of wall breakers. I tried to balance that out this season, so my offense was not all just sweepers that can get walled. We can do Choice Band, Darmanitan, Choice Scarf Darmanitan's really great. It's got 100 HP, so it can still take the hits, even though its defenses aren't so great. 140 attack with sheer force is just ridiculous. I know Flare Blitz, I think it's in the sun, but it's like Adamant Flare Blitz sheer force from Darmanitan can do like 80% to Cresselia or something like that. So I mean, it's just a crazy wall breaker that does a lot of damage. And then next we went with the ultimate Wish Passer, Fish, the Alomalola. You know what Alomalola does. It's Regenerator, it Wish Passes, it protects, it Toxics. That's all you need to know. Alright, and then next we went with Congalala, the Hariyama. Always like fighting types, always have a solid fighting type. My friend Kochoke, he will go to the bank defending Hariyama, and it's gonna be my first time trying Hariyama in draft. I always really liked Hariyama. I've used it in several playthroughs in the past. Big attacker, it has guts, it has sheer force, it has thick fat. So I mean, real solid mon all the way around. It's another wall breaker. Haven't really gotten to the sweepers yet. We do get there. Trust me, we get there. It's good. It has fake out, close combat. It doesn't have drain punch. It doesn't have solid recovery, which is my biggest concern with it. We have Alomalola, which is probably the best Wish Passer, one of the best Wish Passers in the game, and I've got, I think, like I said, I think Jirachi has Wish. Not entirely sure on that, but that can Wish Pass, and we do have another Wish Passer coming along later. So, real solid pick here, and I'm happy to use it. I think I've got enough support for it that it'll do really well. Alright, and then next we went with our Mega Pick. This is Rathian, the Mega Sceptile. It's a comfort pick for me. I love Mega Sceptile. It's super fast. Is a really great special attacker sweeper. It can actually physically sweep too, which is really great. It has an awesome move pool. The big drawback with this is the ice weakness, but I mean I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice resists already if you count thick fat with Hariyama. So I'm not really worried about that. In fact, I'm gonna go another mon that has a lot of ice for real ice weak too. But like I said, I've got so many ice resists here. I'm not really worried about it. Just gonna have to play well, work our switches right, make predictions, which I've been decent at in the past. Lightning Rod is a great ability. It's an electric immunity for Alomalola, which pass into this if I have to with an electric immunity. 4 times resistant to grass for Tyranitar. Yeah, real solid mon. I love Mega Sceptile. It's probably my go-to Mega in most cases. If I'm just I want something that's consistent that I know how to use, Mega Sceptile's the play. Alright. And then next we have Landorus Eye, and this is a typo. It's actually only 13 points. I think. I might be wrong. I don't think it was 18. But, because it can only be Sand Force. It can't be Sheer Force, but it's going to be our Sand Sweeper. It's our Sand Core with Tyranitar. It can go physical, it can go special. Good speed tier 101. It's just fast enough that it outspeeds everything at 100 if you're speed boosting nature at max. You'll never get outsped by those things. It can do Scarf well, it does Specs well, it does Choice Band well. It's actually got fairly decent bulk. The 4 times ice resistance sucks, but like I said, I've got 5 ice resistant mons already, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, I'm trying to think of other things. Yeah, no sheer force. It's still got a great move pool, both physical and special. It's got momentum. It's something I haven't mentioned a lot yet, but Darmanitan has momentum, Zapdos has momentum, Jirachi has momentum. Yeah, it's a real good pivot mon. Really great attacker, good breaker. This is going to be Tigrex, because it's just going to punch holes in people. And then next we have Seltath Spinarak. This was my meme pick. It was a 1-pointer. With the 1-pointer, I really wanted just something that was still gonna be useful. So Spinarak, it sets sticky webs, which is really great on this team with Jirachi, Mega Sceptile, Landorus Eye. It makes it so I don't have to run Choice Scarf on Jirachi or Landorus Eye for those kinds of sweeps. And I can maybe run Specs or another item or Life Orb, something like that. Really helps out Tyranitar, Tyranitan. Hariyama gets really boosted by this. Mega Sceptile with webs on the other side is just It's never going to be outsped. Like, I literally think there isn't a single mon unless it's Choice Guard that outspeeds Mega Sceptile if webs are up. Um, it'll be sashed a lot, but I mean, that's fine. Not really much on this team needed focus sash. Toxic Spikes, which really good pick, or it's just really good hazard. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. There might be some hidden techs here that we might see throughout the season if or everything was permitting. If we get a good situation. And then next we went and we grabbed our Z crystal. I went with Rocky MZ. For when I was looking at the team, I was like, okay, what's a good one? I really wanted something that wouldn't be immunity, like Electri MZ was something I was really considering at some point. Ghost EMZ was something I was considering at some point. Fightinium Z was something I was considering at some point. All three of those had immunities, and I was like, if I pick one of these, I'm gonna have to deal with the immunity switching every single week, so I didn't want to deal with it. And this actually probably fit our team better than any of those anyways. Jirachi I think can use it with Stone Edge. Tyranitar can nuke with it. Darmanitan can nuke with it. Hariyama can use it. Landers can use it. It was a good middle pick. I knew I was going to grab one of the 3-point-1s instead of one of the 2 or 1-pointers because they just didn't fit my team at all. And the 4-point-1s, I was like, I considered it, but this let me have 10 mons in the end, so that's what we're going to go with. Should be real solid. Rock is a very good offensive type for nukes to land on things. It hits a lot of things super effectively. I know a couple things resist Rock well. Steel being the big one. Every team's gonna have a steel type that resists it, but at least that's better than immunity. So there's that. All right, and then finally, our last pick was Lagombi the Wigglytuff. A lot of people dropped their webs this season, so it was like Wigglytuff gets competitive, which is real nice. It's so slow, anyways. It's not gonna outspeed anything, but I can bring it in with competitive and get that boost instantly, and I'm a threat. Like, its special attack and attack are nothing to write home about, but I mean, they're still solid, especially the special attack. If you are at ×2, it's actually real solid. Lots of HP, kind of weak on the defenses, but it's got a good typing. It's got 2 immunities. The fighting type weakness in normal is cancelled out by fairy, so I mean, poison and steel is really the only thing this worries about, which hopefully we can play around those, or maybe some teams don't even have them. I haven't looked at the rest of the teams super thoroughly to know if there's anyone I can abuse that against, but yeah. I thought it was at one point it was a really good pick. I needed a fairy type. This should work out. It completes the fairy dragon steel. Normal is always a good type to have. And this was the last wish patcher I was talking about, and so I got a lot of wish support into some of these bulkier things that didn't have recovery really. Or if I need to pass into something to recover that already has recovery, just to like take a move on the next turn. I got that option. Yeah, it should be a fun season. I really liked how the team came out. Real balanced, not too top heavy. All the things that were cheaper, I was really happy with what they could do. They're versatile. They do things well. Yeah, should be a fun season. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to doing a money draft for a long time, and this is the first one I've gotten to try. So should be fun. I got a lot of friends in the league, and you should be seeing some uploads from it starting probably sometime this week. So, all right, that's gonna be it for today. This has been the Portland Primates for the Krash first season. And I'll see you guys next time.